Good morning, Pilgrim. Rainy morning. Looks like it's been raining all night. Really wet out there. I'm glad I had my hat on when I was coming out here to my office. Oregon, my Oregon. God loved you. He sent lots of rain on you. Pilgrim, a fine morning like this, I'm going to start with the Gospel of John. Chapter 15, 18, down a ways. If the world hates you, know that it has hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love you as its own. But because you're not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, therefore the world hates you. Remember the word that I said to you, the servant is not greater than his master. Well, if they persecuted me, they'll also persecute you. If they kept my word, they'll keep yours. But all these things they will do to you on account of my name, because they do not know him who sent me. If I had not come and spoken to them, they would have not been guilty of sin, but now they have no excuse for their sin. Whoever hates me hates my Father also. If I had not come among them, the works that no one else did, they would not be guilty of sin, but now they have seen. They've hated both me and my Father. With the word that is written in their law, it must be fulfilled. They hated me without a cause. Yeah, Pilgrim. And they'll hate us without a cause. And indeed, they have proven that they hate us. So let us not give them cause. I'm going to go over to Spurgeon. He read from John chapter 19. And we'll Pilate. Away with him, away with him. Crucify him, the crowd said. And Pilate said to them, shall I crucify your king? Well, the chief priests, they answered, we have no king but Caesar. So Pilate, he delivered him over to them to be crucified. Charles Spurgeon, he read from the King James. And they took Jesus and led him away. That was John 19:16. Well, I will not say it's because we are unfaithful to our Master that the world is more kind to us, but I half suspect it is. And it's very possible that if we were more thoroughly Christian, the world would more heartily detest us, hate us. And if we would cleave more closely to Christ, we might expect to receive more slander, more abuse, less tolerance. Much used word these days, tolerance, but there ain't none. Less tolerance and less favor from man. The young believers, those young Christians who have lately followed Christ, lately said they were gonna. Should father and mother forsake you, remember that you were called to reckon upon it. You were told that it would happen. Should brothers and sisters deride you, make fun of you, you must put this down as part of the cost of being a Christian, of being a pilgrim. Godly working men. Should your boss or your fellow workers frown upon you? Wives, should your husbands threaten to divorce you? Remember, without the camp, on the outside, was Jesus' place. He wasn't part of the club. And without the camp is your place. Ah, you Christian men and women who dream of trimming your sails to the wind, who seek to win the world's favor, I beseech you, cease from a course so perilous. Turn about. We're in the world, but we must never be a part of the world. We're not to be secluded like monks behind stone walls, brick walls in a cloister. We're to be separated like Jews among Gentiles in the old day. Men, but not of men. Helping, aiding, befriending, teaching, comforting, instructing, but not sinning. More manifestly there shall be a great gulf between the church and the world, the better it shall be for both. The better for the world, for it shall be thereby warned. Better for the church, for it shall be thereby preserved. Go then, like Jesus, expecting to be abused, to wear an ill name, to earn reproach. Go like Jesus, without the camp. Don't be part of the world. Join with Christian in Pilgrim's progress, and join with Christian and walk with Christian up that path. Galatians 1:10. For am I now seeking the approval of man or of God? Or am I trying to please man? If I were still trying to please man, I would not be a servant of Christ. James 4:4. You adulterous people, do you not know that friendship with the world is enmity with God? Therefore, whoever wishes to be a friend of the world makes himself an enemy of God. 1 John 2:15. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father, it ain't in him. Are you trying to do the impossible? You're trying to be friends of the world and friends of Jesus? Can't be done. Can't be done. No, we're not meant to be happy members of this world. We're meant to be happy pilgrims struggling up the path to glory, to the celestial city. So, join with me and Christian. Walk with us along the way with Jesus. God bless, Pilgrim. Have a blessed, blessed day.